All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. As you can see by my screen, at least everyone should be able to see my screen. If for some reason you can't, just let me know. But we're going to be looking at this thing called the art of asking questions. Now, this is a skill, and it is a skill that you can easily learn. It is a skill that I learned, maybe about 25 years ago. And it is one of the best skills that I've ever learned, in not only in helping me with just family, but also from a business standpoint, helping me from a business standpoint understand what my customers need, not what I want them to have, but exactly what they need. And then understanding what they need, then I can help to give them what they're looking for. So this art of asking questions is a skill that if you learn this skill, you will increase the probability of success in dealing with whoever you're dealing with, whether it be relational things or whether it be from a sales standpoint. This concept of the art of asking questions, the skill, benefits you in all areas of life. And what I want to do today, because again, we're here to look at how we can use this skill to help us increase our synergy business. I want to give you examples, but I also want you to understand some principles. And there's two principles that I'm going to show you today. It's the principle of a statement followed by a question. And then the other principle that I'm going to show you a little bit later on is the concept of, if I could, would you? If I could, would you? So if you understand these two basic concepts, then you can begin to adapt this art of asking questions to fit into these two concepts. And we call it the art of asking questions because just like in artwork, there's no one set way of doing things. So you can have, there's a lot of art that's out there that appeals to some people that doesn't appeal to other people because they use different techniques in the way that they apply their art. It's the same thing with the art of asking questions. There's some techniques and nuances that you can do, but once you understand the basic principles, question, or I should say statement, question, or if I could, would you? If you understand those two basic concepts, then you can paint as you want to, understanding the basics and be able to have a fairly positive outcome in what you're trying to do. So let's put this to work. Now, there's a thing called the elevator speech, which is basically how do you answer someone when they ask you one of the three most common questions that you hear all the time. We've been in the COVID-19 pandemic for well over a year and a half. At one point in time, we were isolated, so you most likely weren't exposed to these questions. But I live here in Illinois, and although we have mask mandates when you go into facilities, there's no restrictions anymore on restaurants. There's no restrictions in going into food stores. Everyone is out and about doing their daily things. In fact, we were at Costco last night, and a person that we hadn't seen for a long time saw us at Costco, and we ended up basically doing two of these three questions. How are you? What's new? And again, as you're out and about, and whether you're wearing a mask, like we're all masked up last night at Costco because that's what their policy is. No big deal. You put your mask on, you go in, you go do your shopping, you get out in the parking lot, you take your mask off. While we're in the building, we were able to communicate with each other through our masks. And two of these three questions were part of the conversation. Now, I didn't use what I'm going to show you today with the individual that we were talking to because it wasn't appropriate. His wife's got cancer. And so we were more focused on his wife and her cancer and how he's doing and how his family is doing, how his kids are doing. So it wasn't appropriate to use this from a standpoint of trying to get a customer. But what I do want to show you is how you can use this process to be able to use a statement with a question so that you can be able to increase your probability of creating a conversation that could lead to a potential sales. Now, because we live in COVID-19, I want to help you to create interest in this area. And as I was talking with Timothy before we started recording, is in America here, there's a quarterback by the name of Aaron Rodgers. He's a quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. He chose not to get vaccinated. About a week and a half ago, he got COVID-19. And there was a big firestorm of criticism about him not getting vaccinated. And the reason why he didn't get vaccinated are multiple, but one of the things that he wanted to work on to improve, to reduce his risk for getting COVID-19 is to boost his immune system. And we've seen enough information that has come out of the COVID-19 pandemic to help everyone understand that your immune system is critically important in the success that you're going to have in being able to, one, reduce your risk, and secondly, if you do get COVID-19, to reduce your symptoms and make sure that you have a positive outcome. Now, again, I'm not saying to people, and I don't want people who are hearing this presentation and the recording to tell people that I'm not telling you not to get vaccinated, and I'm not telling you to get vaccinated. All I'm saying to you is whether you're vaccinated or not, it's important to have a robust immune system, and people are aware of the need to have a robust immune system. And so with that in mind, there's a way that you would be able to create some interest. So let's say this first question, how are you? I feel great. I joined the Million Lives Project and they taught me how to boost my immune system. Have you heard of this project? So what you see is, again, one of the most common questions that you're asked, how are you? You make a statement and then you come back with a question. I feel great. I joined the Million Lives Project and they taught me how to boost my immune system. Have you heard about this project? Now, your typical response is going to be like 99 times out of 100, you're going to get a no as a response. How do you answer that? Again, it's a statement with a question. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Their goal is to educate 1 million people or more on how they can use natural ways to improve your health. Learning how to boost your immune system is one of them. Would you like more information? Again, it's a process of statement followed by a question. And the question is designed to get a yes or no response. Going back to this first statement that we have up here, I feel great. I joined the Million Lives Project and they taught me how to boost my immune system. Have you heard about this project? Again, that's a yes or no question. And if a person had said yes to me, then I would have had a response back. That surprises me because most people would tell me no. So how have you heard about them? Again, that would be a question that wouldn't necessarily give me a yes or no response, but it would give me more information from that individual who shares with me how they heard about the project or what information that they've heard. And again, it helps me to then continue to frame my statements with a question to lead to a response that I would like them to get more information. So again, coming back to this no response, that doesn't surprise me. Their goal is to educate 1 million people or more on how to use natural ways to improve your health. Learning how to boost your immune system is one of them. Would you like more information? It's either a yes or a no. If it's a yes, great. They have a video that can help you understand this. What's your email address? So at that point in time, I can ask for their email address because I'm not going to try and explain this information to them. You want to be able to create the interest for them wanting to receive something that you can use your resource tools, in this case, a video, that will help them understand how they can boost their immune system. So you want their email address. And then if they gave you a no, there's a way to exit from that. And if you carry business cards, I know business cards are most likely least used in today's society than what they've ever been before, but there's still a value in a business card. And if you got a no response, then the easy exit from a no response would be something along the lines that, well, here's my business card. If you ever run into someone who wants to boost their immune system, or if you change your mind, give me a call. And then you can have that person either take your business card, or if they reject your business card, fine, you just move on. They're not a candidate. What you're doing is you're looking to use the art of asking questions with a statement and a question to create interest to the point where they want to get some additional information. And it's in this process of creating these touches with individuals to move them along to the point where they want to take action to improve their health. So we come down to the statement, what's new? All right. I mean, that's one of the most common questions that you're going to hear from people that you haven't seen for a long time. Or we're in November, about a week and a half from now, 2 weeks, we'll be to Thanksgiving. You're going to maybe see people that you haven't seen for a long period of time. We're headed into the holiday season with Christmas. Again, the way that parties will work and get-togethers will be different in the COVID-19 environment that we live in, but you're still going to come in contact with people that you haven't seen for a period of time, and you're going to get this question, what's new? How do you answer it? Well, nothing's going on. Nothing's new. I mean, that's an answer that you can certainly give, but you're not going to have any conversation around it. Or you can do, I decided to join the Million Lives Project, and they taught me how to boost my immune system. Have you heard about this project? Again, it's a statement with a question that's most likely going to get you a no response. Again, it comes back to that same one that we had up above. That doesn't surprise me. Their goal is to educate 1 million people or more on how to use natural ways to improve your health. Learning how to boost the immune system is one of them. Would you like more information? Again, you're not telling the person that their immune system is bad. You're not telling them that, you've got to boost your immune system if you want to have any probability of lowering your risk for COVID. You're not doing any of that. All you're doing is a simple statement. Learning how to boost their immune system is one of them. That's a simple statement. It's not judgmental. It's just a statement. Then the question is, would you like more information? Because you're looking for people who want more information because they also see that they want to improve their immune system. So that's the market that you're looking to attract. And if you do this statement with a question, the ones that are looking to boost their immune system will be interested. If they give you a yes response, they have a great video to help you understand this. What's your email address? Now that question is what's called an assumptive yes. So when I do that question, what's your email address? I'm making an assumption that they're interested enough to give me their email address. So it's a call to action as well as it's a question. What's your email address? It's a question that elicits a response, a call to action for them to give me their email address so that I can then send them that video. I'll show you the type of email that I would send in just a little bit as we go through this. Now, sometimes you're going to get this question. Of the 3 that I showed you, this will most likely be the least one that you would get. If you were doing things where you were going to, and you don't see them the way they used to be before COVID-19, but there used to be get-togethers, meetup groups, and different things where people are getting together that most likely don't know each other. And because they don't know each other, and because it's involved in some type of business situation or setting, then you would get this common question, what do you do for a living? But if you get this question, How do you answer it? What do you do for a living? I don't know. I just hang around the house. Okay. That can be your answer, but I tell you, it's not going to lead anything to helping you find prospects for the Synergy products. But if you answer that question with something like this, I coordinate the Million Lives Project for my area. I've been working with my clients to help them understand how to effectively boost their immune system. Do you know anyone who would like to boost their immune system? Again, it is a statement followed by a question. And in this case, the question is, do you know of anyone? So I'm not asking that individual personally if they want to boost their immune system. I'm asking that person if they know of anyone who would like to boost their immune system. And if they're one of the people who's looking for that, they can say, yes, I am. I'm looking for ways to boost my immune system. Or they could say, maybe there's some family members that are looking for doing it, or associates that they know. Again, the question is open enough to allow for a yes. Now, if they give you a yes, then what is your process? It's a statement followed by a question. Great. I've got an excellent video on the importance of vitamin D to help the immune system. Why have I chosen vitamin D in my statement? Is because there's so much information out there now that shows how important vitamin D is to your immune system, that you can make sure that what you're going to send them is documented, as well as it's one of the simplest things that people can do to boost their immune system. So it's one of the simplest ways that you can interest a person to begin to take steps to boost their immune system. I'll show you what that looks like in just a little bit. But what's my question? What's your email address? Again, it's that assumptive question looking for an action for a person to take, giving me their email address. If they give me their email address, then I know that they're interested in wanting to get information on how vitamin D can help their immune system. If they give me a no, then I go back to the easiest way to get out of a conversation without feeling awkward. Well, here's my business card. If you ever run into someone who wants to improve their immune system, then please give them my card. And boom, you're out of the conversation. You can move on to the next person. You've gotten rid of the awkwardness of a person telling you no, because you're going to get no's. And so you need to learn how to get out of a no without feeling uncomfortable, in helping the person who told you no not to feel uncomfortable. If you get a yes, then great. You need to follow up with an email to that individual because they have given you that information. Now, before I show you what I would say in an email, there's other ways that you can create interest. And that is just through the process of asking questions. So here's an example that you could do, that you could use to create interest. How are you holding up in this crazy world of COVID-19? Like the friend that we met last night, we know that his wife has cancer. So we focused on how he's doing, how she's doing, how his kids are doing, but if we had met someone else that wasn't going through that process and we hadn't seen them for a long period of time, that question, how are you holding up in this crazy world of COVID-19, is an innocent question. And then you just need to listen to their answer. And depending upon how they answer, it's been tough. My wife had got COVID, or I got COVID, or a family member got COVID, or, you can listen to, again, listen to their answer. And in their answer, they will begin to give you clues that if you want to continue to use the art of asking questions to gather more information, you can use this first question to start the conversation. Then as the conversation proceeds, continue to ask questions based upon what information the person has given to you. Now, that comes to the other framework of the art of asking questions. It's the framework of, if I could, would you? If I could, would you? So let's say the person shared information with regards to, yeah, we've had several family members with COVID-19. It's just been terrible. We don't know what to do. Have you ever? So that at that point in time, that's where you could insert a question. Well, has anyone ever talked to you about boosting your immune system? And once you ask a question, just like I did just now, you got to be silent. Once you've asked a question, you have to be silent and allow the person to answer it because they're processing the question. And then they're going to give you an answer. No, I mean, we got vaccinated, and whatever they give you. And I said, so have some of the people that that have been vaccinated, have they also gotten COVID-19? Again, that's a question, because we know in today's world that people who've been vaccinated are going to get COVID-19, just like people who are unvaccinated are going to get COVID-19. Certainly vaccinated people lower their probability of getting COVID-19, but we know based upon the Delta variant that people are going to get it. So it's a simple question. Well, has anyone ever talked to you that maybe you could reduce your risk by boosting your immune system? And again, what is that? You've gathered information and then you framed your question to, again, look at a positive response to that question. No one's ever talked to us about boosting our immune system. Well, if I could show you how you could boost your immune system, how you could do it economically, and give you scientific fact of how that can lower your risk for COVID-19, would you like more information? So again, the framework is, if I could, would you? The how you fill in the blank after if I could, that's all based upon the information that you've gathered by asking questions from that individual that you're talking to. And then would you would be what you want to provide to them to see if they would like to get more information. So if I could do this, this, and this, and this for you, would you be interested in seeing a video on how you could improve your immune system? Would you be interested in information that would help you understand how you could easily boost your immune system? So again, I can't give you the answers in the blanks because it all depends upon the information that I've gathered and what resource tool I want to share to help move them to want information on how they can take steps to improve their health. So when I learned this art of asking questions, I learned these two basic framing concepts: statement, question, if I could, would you? So that's in art. If I'm going to put something down on paper, on a canvas, on paper, what are my tools? Am I going to use a pen? Am I going to use a pencil? Am I going to use a brush? Am I going to do something in watercolor, oil? Those are the basics. And then the art is the application of what I'm doing. So your tools in the art of asking questions is this first tool, statement, question, that we went through and showed you a lot of different examples for. And then the second tool, if I could, would you? If I could, would you? And that if I could, would you is all based upon you using a series of questions that you're asking the individual so that you can gather the right information and see if there would be potential interest. And if you felt that there is, then you frame it in, if I could feeding back statements from the person that you were talking to that were important to them, would you, and then providing a resource tool that they would be interested in receiving. Now, if a person has any interest in learning how to boost their immune system, one of the things that I find that is the easiest way to get a person to continue to respond to me is using a statement. The reason why I ask is that I came across an eye-opening video on the importance of vitamin D. Would you like me to send it to you? You know, to me, the vitamin D component of boosting the immune system, because there's a lot of different ways that you can boost your immune system. But if all the research that I've seen that's come in, the one that has shown the greatest significance in helping to boost the immune system to reduce risk is vitamin D. And so, again, that's the area that I would like to focus on if I'm going to talk about the immune system. And so in this process, if I was talking about nitric oxide therapy, again, it would be different. I wouldn't be talking about vitamin D. I would be talking about nitric oxide and what would be the best product in terms of you maximizing your ability to create nitric oxide to improve your vascular health. But we're looking at the immune system because that's the big topic that's still out there. And vitamin D is the key component for that if you want to boost your immune system. So here's my email that I would send to them. Dear whatever that person's name is, whoever, thanks for your interest in improving your immune system. What do? I'm stating back the fact that they want information. So I'm reinforcing their desire for wanting me to send this information to them. I've been following information from the Million Lives Project. Again, I'm reinforcing what I had told them. I'm part of this Million Lives Project. I'm restating their goal. Their goal is to help 1 million people or more understand how to use natural ways to improve our health. I'm just restating things that I used to create interest to continue to establish the reason as well as to support the reason of what I'm doing and why they should also look for this information. One of their videos is on the importance of vitamin D. It is an eye opener. It's a statement. It's a statement of encouragement to get them to watch this video as an eye opener. Here's the link. Please watch it. Again, it's a call to action. If you're interested, I'll share with you some of their recommended ways to improve both your vitamin D levels and boost your immune system. Have a blessed day, Dan, and then my phone number. That's the easiest email that you could send out to people. And this link takes them to a video that's been done on the importance of vitamin D in boosting the immune system. And then send the email. And then if you just send an email and you don't do any follow-up with it, you decrease your probability for success. So whether you ask them to call you or you don't ask them to call you, if you send an email or if you text them, some people are wise enough on this call to understand how to do the same thing that I just showed you here, but send it to people as a text. Your job is to follow up. Did they get it? Have they watched it? Do they have any questions? And again, depending upon how your follow-up goes in the art of asking questions, even in your follow-up, to see where their interest level is at, then you can give them 2 choices. Now, the nice thing in Synergy Worldwide is we have 2 highly effective choices in helping people to boost their immune system. The easiest and most cost-effective way is just the chewable vitamin Ds from Synergy Worldwide. This is one of the most cost-effective ways for a person to address their vitamin D levels. It's $18 a bottle. There's 150 tablets. Each tablet contains 2,500 international units of vitamin D3. So that's like 12 cents a tablet. You can't get much cheaper than that in today's society on a way that you can take positive steps to improve your health. And if a person's doing nothing, but a chewable vitamin D, then you can recommend to them that they would take 2 on a daily basis. 5,000 total units, 5,000 international units of vitamin D3. Don't chew them at the same time. Take 1 in the morning, take 1 in the afternoon or early evening, and chew it, take a chewable one. You can take it with dinner if you want to, but make sure that you chew the vitamin D3 supplement from Synergy Worldwide, because it'll get in your system faster that way if you chew it as opposed to swallow it. And it tastes good. It's good for the whole family. Kids can use this product. Adults can use it. Teenagers can use it. Everyone in the family can use this product. If it's kids, it's just 1 tablet. If it's teenagers, you can most likely go to 2. If it's adults, definitely 2 tablets, if this is the only thing that they're doing. And if it's a single adult doing this and they're taking 2 tablets, then you're looking at basically a quarter a day to take steps to boost your immune system by addressing the vitamin D component of your bloodstream. And then the other product that Synergy created, which is just a fantastic product, and this would be a more aggressive way of looking to boost their immune system, would be for them to start using the immune booster from Synergy Worldwide. There's 30 servings per box. It's $49 a box. You would recommend that they would use at least 1 serving on a daily basis. And that 1 serving is 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, 1,000 international units of vitamin D3, 2 of the key B vitamins, B6 and B12, 1 key mineral, zinc, and then beta glucans and other key ingredients that are all designed to boost the immune system. We have a great video on this product. If a person's interested, you can go into our Synergy family. You can click on to the immune health page, and then you can pull up, if a person's interested in the immune boosting product, you can send them this video here called Synergy Worldwide Immune Booster. And again, as I've showed every time, you just right click, copy video URL, and you can send that to an individual. And then they would understand how this product could help them. And they would also understand how every ingredient in this product is scientifically validated and how that ingredient can help a person's immune system improve. And if a person was going to do the immune booster, a simple add-on would be, well, you might also want to consider getting the chewable vitamin D3. And then my suggestion to you would be taking 1 stick of the immune booster in the morning and then chew 1 vitamin D3 tablet in the afternoon. And that would be a great program for helping that individual boost their immune system as well as boost their vitamin D levels. So it always comes down, once you've shown people information, they need to make a choice. If you don't say anything, then you just let silence hang there. But you need to understand, in the art of asking questions, by showing them these products, you're basically doing statement. You're making statements about a product, and then you need to follow that statement with a question. Which choice is best for you? So if I present 2 choices and make statements about those 2 choices, I need to follow up with a question. Which choice is best for you? And once you ask that question, you have to be quiet. You have to let them respond. And whether they respond with just doing the vitamin D3 supplement or the immune booster, it doesn't matter. Your goal is to get them as a customer. And especially with the new websites that are coming out from Synergy Worldwide with regards to helping us improve our ability to acquire customers, I'm hoping to be able to, I haven't announced what I'm doing for the last Saturday of November, because I'm hoping that the new customer website will be up and operational. It was supposed to be launched in Europe yesterday. I don't know if it was or not. And think it's going to be launched sometime next week here in the United States. I'm hoping that's the case. So if that new website is launched, that's what I'm waiting to find out, because if it is, then the last Saturday of this month, I want to show you the new customer website. I've seen it. It's fantastic what Synergy Worldwide has done to improve our ability to acquire customers or to help our existing customers use this new platform to order their products even easier than what they've done before, and make it easier for them to share it with other people. But again, that's a Saturday presentation, and again, I'm hoping that the last Saturday of this month I'll be able to do that presentation. If not, I'll have to wait until December when the actual website launches. But this question, what choice is best for you? Allow them to make the decision, and then whatever their decision is, whether it's a small decision of vitamin D3 supplement and you don't get a lot of CV from that, doesn't matter. Your job is to acquire a customer and then follow up with your customer, because if you do a good job and you follow up with your customer, you can lead them to other products, especially when the new website comes in place. It will be easier for your customers to find other Synergy products that they would be interested in for themselves and be able to easily order off of the new platform. The existing platform that we have in Synergy Worldwide is a little bit cumbersome for our customers. The new site is just night and day difference between what we have and what we're going to be getting. So with that said, do I have any questions from anyone with regards to any information I've shared with you today?
No questions, Dan.
Okay.
Excellent from me, that is.
Thanks, Donald.
Excellent video as always, and a lot to chew on.
Well, this has been recorded. It'll come out on Tuesday. It'll be up on our Synergy Family YouTube platform at least by Tuesday. So you'll always have the ability to go back and look at this.
Yeah, and like I said, I have just downloaded and printed my customer list. So I've got my work cut out for me to get back in touch with those people whom who are not on auto ship and who haven't ordered in a while, at least just to find out how they're, fared in this COVID situation.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome. And Donald, I think what I show you when the new website comes out will give you an even greater reason to contact people on your list, because that new website gives you a specific reason for contacting the people that are on, you said, I think if I remember correctly, you have 200 plus people that are customers in your Synergy back office. And so that's 200 potential people that you can re-engage with, and you have a reason now with the new website to be able to help them understand how they can more easily order Synergy products. And if there's things that you could do, because you could also highlight the new product Immune Booster. You could send I'm talking on the fly right now, Donald, but you could easily send a video or a new email to individuals stating that Synergy has made some wonderful changes in the last 6 months. New product called Immune Booster, timely product for what we need in society today. For each one of us, we need to learn how to boost our immune systems. And then secondly, they've launched a new customer website, and it makes it so much easier for people to order products from Synergy Worldwide. And I just wanted to share this information with you so you could have a link to the new Immune Booster product that you could put into your email, like I showed you today by going to our Synergy Family, and you could put this link in there, and then you would have the link to the new website. So there's a lot of things, and again, I'll be able to frame this a little bit in more depth and detail once the new website comes out.
Sure. And luckily, Synergy has secured my customer's web email address. So
Yes.
I can ask them if their email address is still the same. And yeah, I've got my work cut out, like I said.
Mhm.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Anyone else before we say goodbye? All right. I want to thank you for your time today. Enjoy your weekend. And we will be here next Saturday where we look at nitric oxide therapy. Thank you.